Hey guys, it's Takasta here. Welcome to another video review. Today I'll be doing the review on the Razer Imperator. It's, I guess, Razer's new flagship mouse. So recently I did a review on the Logitech G500, and this mouse is definitely very resemblant, or a little bit resemblant of the G500. So it's kind of like a hybrid of the G5 series and the Razer series. So first of all, let me just read off the specs of this mouse. What we got here. So this mouse is a ergonomic right-hand design. So before, the only other ergonomic right-hand design would be the Razer deathadder, obviously the Mamba and the Naga. But Naga was a pretty shit mouse, but the Razer deathadder definitely a little bit resemblant of that. We've got adjustable side buttons here, which are a pretty cool feature. The adjustable side buttons, definitely you can switch it. There's 5 settings you can switch it. So you can switch the side buttons to the very front. So if you're gripping the mouse really close up, so you can use the side buttons here, or you can put it at the very back. So if you're gripping a little back, you can still use the I don't know, here. You can see it like that. So basically, that's quite a nifty feature of the Razer Imperator, which I guess other companies have not done, so good on them in that respect. Also, it boasts a 5600 DPI 3.5G laser sensor. I guess that's just the newest laser sensor that you're using. Surprisingly, when I'm using it, it's runs very smooth, but for some reason, I just prefer using an optical sensor, or I prefer using the laser sensor in the Logitech G500. I can't really tell the exact difference with it, but I'll get onto that later. It also has 200 inches per second acceleration, doesn't ultra polling, blah 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 blah. So not too much in effect. But I'll start describing this mouse as a whole. So this mouse has very good build quality, and the surface of this mouse at the beginning, it's different from the surface of the Razer deathadder, and I think the Mamba as well. I haven't tried the Mamba. The Razer deathadder is much more tacky, and it's not as smooth. This surface is definitely a lot smoother, but it's still not as smooth. But you can see there's two types of plastic. Here we have this kind of plastic and this kind of very glossy smooth. This is more like a matte smooth, but not as tacky as the Razer deathadder. So the comfort of this is definitely is a personal feeling, I guess. It doesn't really matter on each side. So we also have this boasts 7 buttons. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 side buttons, which are movable, of course. And of course we have Razer obviously boasts its very good. I wouldn't really say really good build quality, but they definitely stand out from regular mouse, as they have always been. So we've got the glowing logo here, which is always a good feature, starting with the Razer deathadder, of course, and the new glowing scroll wheel that Razer has implemented. They started implementing this with the Naga, with the Mamba at first, and so it looks great. We also have braided cord, which is very good. I guess they just picked up from other good companies like SteelSeries, obviously, and the G500 also use braided cord. Always braided cord better than the normal plastic cord or really dangly cord. Always a good thing. But the one thing I do like comfort-wise, so they say you can grip this palm grip very close up, like that, or you can grip it far back a bit. But the main problem with this mouse, in my opinion, is that indeed it's on the thumb side, you have a very large indentation for your thumb. Obviously, so you can grip very forward, or you can slide all the way back here. The shape of this mouse is quite weirdly done. It's done so that there's a lot of indentations everywhere, so you can move your hand up and down this area. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's okay. But the problem with this mouse when I first picked it up is it's a little bit smaller than the deathadder. So what this reminds me of is when I compared the Kinzu and the XAI. When I first reviewed the Kinzu, I was thinking, this mouse is very comfortable, but it's just a little bit too small for my hands. And the Zai was definitely a perfect size for my hands. This is definitely smaller than deathadder. Deathadder was a good size. This comfort-wise good, but it's just a little bit too small for me. So like as I said, the back part of this end doesn't really fit quite like I like it, so that it fits at the back of my palm. The G500 definitely, the size of that was pretty good. With like this mouse, I guess the main difference, it's very similar to the G500, but the main difference is that, like I said, the G500 kind of tilts your hand to the right a bit. This is like all the other mices, like SteelSeries and Razer, they're all like just flat. You just lay your hand on and like that. So definitely, you can try like palm gripping it and like car gripping it like that. But then I don't really. It's just a little bit too small for my comfort. Like I said with the Kenzu. What else have we got? So comparing it, this is Razer's flagship mouse. Obviously, I was just looking to see whether or not this would be the perfect mouse for me. So far I've reviewed like the flagship mouse of SteelSeries, the Xi, we got the Imperator, and we also, from Logitech, we've got the G9, G9X, and the G500, obviously. So obviously I would take this and the G500 and the Xi into account. And I'd give just the general thoughts of what I think is best. Like, this is obviously, it looks great, builds fantastic, finishes fantastic. Oh, one thing also, the glide here is definitely an upgrade from the previous glides of other Razer mices. Glides just about great on anything. However, it does scratch like easily. So I definitely think that out of the three mices, Xi is still currently my favorite. I don't know why. The size is just right for my hands, I guess. And the ambidextrous design is definitely, although it's ambidextrous, it's still quite comfortable. Like, this is definitely very comfortable, but like the major indentations they made on both sides of the mouse to compensate for both like palm grip and claw grip, I think they made a mistake there, because it doesn't feel as comfortable as of course they're trying to compensate for both kind of grips, right? And for the G500, I guess it's more, although it's a bit, this one's a little bit lighter, and the G500 has the weight settings as well, it's a little bit bulkier, so it's a little bit bigger. And the thing is that with that, I can't really like control it as much, right? With this mouse, however, I can control it a lot better with like just keep on flicking the mouse side to side. But the only problem is the mouse is a little bit too small for my personal enjoyment. Definitely in the price range, a little bit cheaper than the Xi. It's a good 100 to 200 Hong Kong dollars more than the G500. So bang for the buck, G500 definitely a go. But if I had to choose between this and the flagship mouse and the SteelSeries one, I'd definitely have to go with the SteelSeries. And Razer has always had a problem with like very delicate, like over time, 3 months to 6 months, and over a year, 2 years of usage, they tend to wear down quite quickly. So I'm not too sure, because I only had this for like a couple days. So this is my review of the Razer Imperator. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer. Thanks for watching.